love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, hard or boar with grizzled hair. In the eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one throat.
Nay, my good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes its meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. And by your side no bedroom me denied, for lying so, Hermina, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off. In human modesty, such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
No. No. No.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I not, on whose eyes I might prove this flower's force over stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despises the Athenian maid. And here's the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie so near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl! Upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid. Now sleep his seat on thy eyelid. And so awake, when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon!
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
Charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay! On thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How come her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, if so, mine were oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how bitter word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. But though he loved your Hermia, Lord, but though, yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content? With Hermia, no, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It is not enough, young man, that I did never, no, never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must fault my insufficiency. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. And all my powers, address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Lysander? What removed? Lysander, Lord! Either death or you I will find immediately.
Are we all met?
Here is a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, and this hawthorn brick our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Midwits!
What sayest thou, fully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw sword to kill himself, which ladies cannot abide. How anti that?
A friar lacking a perilous fear. I believe we should leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a wit. I have advice to make all well. Write me a prologue! And let that prologue seem to say that we'll do no harm with our swords. And that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for a more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Master, you must consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us. A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. But there's not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living. You got to look to it.
Therefore, a prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Aye. And he himself must speak, saying thus, for it's the same defect. Ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear nor tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it's for pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man.
Shush, shush, shush.
As other men are. And man shall name his name and tell him plainly that he is not the joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
Calendar, look at the almanac. Find out moonshine, find out moonshine.
Yes! It doth shine that night!
Then maybe leave a casement at the great chamber window where we play. Open, and let the moon shine in at the casement.
Aye. Or else, one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn and say he comes to present or disfigure the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for, says the story, Pyramus and Thisbe did talk through the chink of a wall.
One can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall. And let him have some plaster or some loam or some roughness about him to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, it shall be so, if that may be that all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken, your speech enter into that break. And so everyone, according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen.
Pyramus, speak! Thisbe, stand forth!
Thisbe! The flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors! Odors!
Oh, does! Savor sweet, so had thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear, but heart, a voice. Stay there but here a while, and by to thee I will appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here before.
Was that sweet enough?
I marry must you.
most radiant, most radiant.
Most lately white and hero, of color like red rose on trumpet briar. Risky juvenile, most lovely truest host that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Paramus, at Nitty's tomb.
No, I need to! Shut! Man! Why? You must not speak! Not yet! That you answer to Paramus! You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Paramus, enter! Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as truest host that yet would never tire. If I were
We are haunted! Pray!
Run away! This is never gonna make me afeard.
My never changed. What do I see on me?
What? What do you see? You see an ass of your own, do you?
Bottom! Bless thee! Bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated!
This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not start from this place. I will walk up and down here and I will sing, and they shall see. I am not afraid. Dat is zo coxy-blacker, here with Horace coming down. The dresser with his notes so true, and ran with little
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
the finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song, cuckoo free. I note the many, the man doth mark, and dares not answer never.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy notes, and is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtues force for full stop and move me on the first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you have little reason for that. And to say the true reason I love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity is some honest neighbors, do not make them friends, but nay, I can weep upon occasion.
Thou art wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, but if I had wood enough to get out this wood, I have enough to conserve my own
Out of
friends.
this would desire not to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am the spirit of no common race. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep and sing while thou and pressed flowers still sleep. Peace blossom, cobweb, mustard seed, ready. And I, where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hawk in his walks and dazzle in his eyes. Apricots and blueberries, with purple grapes, great figs, and mulberries. The high steal from the humble bees. For no tapers pop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed and to arise. And make the wings of painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesy. Hail, mortal, hail, hail.
I call your worship mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's names.
Cobweb.
Good Master Cobweb. I desire more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make both with you. Your name, good sir? Remember to Mr. Squash, your mother, and Master Peascott, your father. Good Master Peas Blossom, I desire more acquaintance as well. Your name, honest gentleman?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed! I know your business well. that same cowardly giant-like offspring hath devoured many a gentleman in your house. I pray you, your kindred make my eyes look at their now. I desire your more creatures love than master must conceive.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon methinks looks with the watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue and bring me silence.
Wonder if Titania be awake. What it was that next came in her eye which she must dote upon in extremity. Past novice, what night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals who work for bread upon the Athenian stalls, were met today to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I bid him at his advantage take. An ass's noise fixed that on his head, so at his sight, away his fellows fly, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. And at our stand, here o'er and o'er one falls, he murder cries, and help from Athens calls. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. Ah! When in that moment, ah! So it came to pass, oh, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass!
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too, with the Athenian woman by his side, so that when he wakes, of force she must be eyed.
Well, stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, I rebuke you, him that loves you so, lay breast so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain my stander in his sleep, being my shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? Where is he? My good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hound.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drives me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Oh, brave touch, could not a worm and adder do so much?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege? Never to see me more.
There is no following her this fierce face. Here, therefore, for a while, I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood, go swifter than the wind. And Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick. She's a pale and sheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes, against she do appear.
I go, look I go, searching an arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower up this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine, as glorious as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be thine, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here again, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then at once will two, will one. That must needs be sport alone. And these things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And vows so born, in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth of devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or? Wait oath with oath and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me putting two sails with even way, and both as light as
judgment went to her, I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love should I compare thy nine? Crystal is money. How ripe it shone, thy lips, those kissing cherries standing grow.
Oh, spite, oh hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too?
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours, Helen, to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is done. My heart to her but is guess why sojourned, and now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know. Look, lest to thy peril thou abide here. Look, where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye. Lysander found mine ear, I thank it, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that could not let him bide. Fair Helen, who more engilds the night than all ye fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. Cannot be. Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful me, have you conspired, have you ladies contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Or was all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we should have hasted for the time for parting us? Was it all forgot? The school days, friendship, childhood, innocence? We, Hermia, like to artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both of the same key, as if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been corporate. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. For sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury. I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me. Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph divine and rare, precious celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? Thought I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved. This you should pity rather than despise. I understand not what you mean by this. I do persevere. Counterfeit sad looks make mouths upon me when I turn my back. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. Very well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear to that which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou sayest so, withdraw and prove it too.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
But yet, come not. You are a tame man, go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr. Vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love! Out, tawny Tartar, out! Out, loathed medicine, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest? Yes, soon, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond hold you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
Hate me? What greater harm can you do me than hate me? Am not I Hermia, are not you Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, and since night you left me.
Never did desire to see thee more. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, will counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet! Aye, that way goes the day. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, and she hath prevailed with him. And are you, who round so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How thou am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How thou am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
I pray you, love me gently. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower! Hark again!
But Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels and never wronged you. Save that love unto Demetrius. I called him of yourself into this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence of the right to strike me smartly. Nay, to kill me too. And so now, you will quiet let me go to Athens while I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
What, get you gone? Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take the part.
Oh, when she's angry, she's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again! Nothing but low and little! Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to
Get
her!
you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering not grass maid! You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by Joe.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer though to run away.
I am amazed. I know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou committest, or else mistakest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight, ere therefore ride, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals astray, as one come not in another's way, till o'er their brows doth confiding sleep, with laden legs and batsy wings doth creep. Then crush this earth, till Lysander's eyes, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wanton sight. Will eyes in this affair do the employ? Or to my queen, and beg her Indian boy? And then I will, her charmed eye release, from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace. Notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business, yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to play around.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak. In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars? Selling bushes, thou lookest for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child. I'll beat thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, will shall no man live here. Woo!
He goes before me, and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. This villain is much lighter heeled than I. Followed fast, faster he did fly. Fallen am I in dark, uneven way, but here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Thou runs before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand or look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I die by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold, hard bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these I might pour company tests and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three. Come one more. Two of each kind makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is an English lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so low, bedabbled with the dew and torn with fires. I can no further crawl. No further go, my legs can keep no pace with my desires. Steal me a while for mine own company. Heavens, should Lysander do me the fray?
Sleep sound. On the ground. I'll apply to thy eye gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. Jack shall have Jill, and naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well. Ugh.